Obviously, Matt, right there at number one, the Browns go with a little bit of a risk and potentially very high reward. In your mind, did they get it right taking Mayfield 1?
Well, listen, I trust John Dorsey. I believe in John Dorsey and his team, but it's not what I would have done. I actually would have picked Josh Rosen and Bradley Chubb. Those are the two players. If I was picking 1 and 4, that's where I would have gone. That's not what he did. But there are 12-year-olds everywhere that are fired up that Baker Mayfield is the quarterback. This guy, for some reason, has people believing in him. And I think if you look at his tape, there's reason to be excited about him. He played well in big games. He's got that fire and that passion that you want to see out of players. And, honestly, mechanically, he's pretty strong. 2 hands on the ball. He's got his eyes downfield. He's moving around in the pocket. But he's got some, Big 12 quarterbacks have not been very successful. Quarterbacks his height typically have not been successful. So if he makes it, he'll be once again beating all the odds. There's a lot of people that believe that he can, and there's some that can't. I think he's got a chance to be successful because he does not have to play right away.
All right, and I know that when you said that Josh Rosen and Bradley Chubb were the best players in this draft, I know you meant to say Sam Darnold, who went number 3 to the Jets. It could only be described as a magnificent moment for me, and I would love you not to rain on my parade. All kidding aside, your thoughts on Darnold falling where he did and the Jets taking him?
Yeah, so I actually do like Sam Darnold in this draft, and I love the fact, here's a guy, he's only 20 years old. He's 20 years old. Baker Mayfield, 23 years old. So you almost could say, well, where do I see Sam Darnold as a player in 2 or 3 years? I love the fact that he's going to the New York Jets with Jeremy Bates, and more importantly, probably, with Josh McCown as the starting quarterback. Being around Josh McCown is going to help a guy like Sam Darnold find his way in the NFL. I know my first 3 years I was with Brett Favre. That was very, very helpful. Other quarterbacks have a similar story. The fact that this guy has every throw in his bag, like he can do it all, that is good. You have something to work with. What is bad is ball security. He needs to work on ball security, eye discipline, and quite honestly, his knowledge and his processing of information at the line of scrimmage when it comes to blitz pickup and those types of things, I was not impressed with that. Not impressed with that at all at USC. However, that's something you can work on as you mature, and that can be a thing of the past, something that was a weakness that can become a strength.
Well, along with Jalen, Matt, you've also rained on Greeny's parade. All the running around his apartment is going to have to stop until we can see if some of these things could be fixed. I like Baker Mayfield going number 1 for a lot of the reasons that you stated, the way that he plays on the field, the ability to make the throws into tight windows, the high completion percentage, the great accuracy. So for me, trusting Dorsey and the way that his team goes about picking their players, I like the pick of Baker Mayfield first.